The only nutritional factors I've found to matter are protein and calories. Why? You can sit here all day if you're a pro bodybuilder or you're somebody who tries to be all optimal and sit here and tell me you have to do carbs, proteins, all this meal plan stuff. But I haven't found anything that's worth stressing about other than protein and calories. Why? Because protein is the only thing that's going to help you build the muscle, and you're not going to eat pure protein every single day. You're going to eat carbs and fats anyway. So stressing about your carbs and fats, I find doesn't really matter because you're going to eat them anyway. And a lot of times, I have not found it worth it to stress out unless you are a competitive bodybuilder, you are a marathon runner, or whatever it is that you have, that you're a special snowflake, that you need that, go be it. But for general fitness, if you're trying to look better, lose weight, look better, build some muscle, and you are not trying to have a elite world-class champion level physique, even me, someone who looks great, to look great, protein, calories. And this is what I give all my clients, protein and calories. Why? Because it's flexible. Are you really gonna have, okay, well, I have this many calories and this much carbs? It's like, yeah, if you live in a vacuum chamber lab, maybe, but if you actually want to enjoy life, protein and calories is the only thing that makes sense. And everybody that's been in fitness long term is like, okay, hit my protein and see whatever. Like, that is it. That is the method. So the way that I personally use is called protein fasting. And what I do is I hit my protein. Okay, so I worry about how much protein I'm eating. And after my protein, I worry about my calories. So I'll start my day and I'll just eat straight protein for usually lunch and dinner. Okay, so I'll wake up, no breakfast, coffee, whatever it is that I want to have for breakfast. I'm usually not like a huge breakfast person because I like to just get done whatever I need to get done. So I'll wake up, usually just nothing for breakfast, water. And at the end of the day too, a lot of times when you want all this stuff for breakfast, you can usually get rid of your hunger in the morning. And I don't really know anybody that wakes up super hungry in the morning. So a lot of times people eat breakfast just because it's breakfast as opposed to they're actually hungry. So I find it's better to actually just hydrate really well when it comes to breakfast, and then, you know, use caffeine, use whatever it is, like get your coffee in, which is appetite suppressant anyway. So all the stuff you're gonna have in the morning, your coffee, your water, that's gonna suppress your appetite anyway. So I find it's better to wait until lunch to the point where actually you want food. Okay, so what I do is I wait all the way until lunch where I'm actually hungry, I actually want some food, and then what I'll do is I'll just eat stuff like chicken breast, some Greek yogurt, but usually I'll just have lean meat, right? Because if I eat, 8, 12, 16 ounces of lean meat, that's gonna be like 100 grams of protein. And then for dinner, if I want, I'm gonna maybe around 12, 1, 2, I'll have some lunch, and then maybe dinner's around 4, 5, or 6. Well, I'll have just meat again in the evening, protein fasting, just protein, nothing else, some meat, some chicken, whatever it is. And then by the time dinner goes around, I have even more meat. So literally I just have chicken for lunch and dinner. And then after dinner, I've had what, 1 pound, 2 pounds of meat. That's like 200, 150 grams of protein, about 100 grams of protein per pound of lean meat. I've had 200 grams of protein. And what my calories sitting at? 1,000, 1,100. Based on my calories, I have 1400. So it gives me 14, 15, depending on how much I've moved that day, 1,600 calories every single day, where I can eat whatever I want. Because if I'm just protein calories, I don't care about my carbs, because I'm gonna eat the carbs and fats anyway. So why not make the carbs and fats something that I want, and the protein is the only number I have to worry about? So I just hit the protein first, and then I just eat whatever. It's because then what you want changes, right? So if you have to eat this much carbs, it's like, it just makes it a chore. I want fitness to just go with my life. So nutritionally, you hit your protein, and then if you have a lunch and a dinner that is just protein, after dinner, it'll be what, 7:30, 8 o'clock, you can have whatever you want. So for me, maybe I'll have more protein. Maybe at night I'm still hungry, so I'll have, steak or Greek yogurt, or maybe I'll have like homemade ice cream, so I'll have a ton of it. So the routine that I've had right now is chicken breast for lunch and dinner. So about 1,100, 1,200 calories, just chicken breast, which is about 225 grams of protein. And then by the time dinner rolls around, or after dinner, a little bit after dinner, about 8, 9 p.m., I have 1,000 calories left, 1,100, 1,200 calories left. So what I'll do is in the Ninja Creamy, I'll make homemade frozen yogurt, which per pint is 250, 300 calories. calories of protein. That's it. So imagine this. Literally, here's my day. Wake up, coffee, wait until I just am super hungry, eat some chicken, do some more work, eat some more chicken, whatever it is, finish up my day, and then at the end of the day, I have like 1,100 calories left over. I have 2 huge pints of Greek yogurt and another pint of diet ice cream, of Halo ice cream. And then I'll end my day. And I'll hit that, and that's maintenance. And it's even losing weight. And that is a day, right? And think about that. You can do that on vacation. You can do that if you go out to eat. If you just eat protein, if you eat protein for lunch and you go out to eat, have more protein for dinner. Have a big chicken breast, and then instead of going, having your dessert late, just have it after dinner, and then go home and maybe save a little bit. You can have something little, but you could have a freaking 2,000 calorie dinner if you just keep your first part of your day fasting in the morning and then keeping it straight protein. If it's just protein and calories, like hit your protein, then all you have to worry about is the calories. And I find this is the best because here's the thing: when you're lifting just for general fitness, you don't need to like fuel your workouts and post-workout meals. Like, are you gonna do that every day forever? I just don't think it's that sustainable. So if you just worry about protein calories, it's like, can you hit a lift eating some chicken breast and just like are you gonna die? And that's the thing. If you're gonna lift, twice a week or 3 times a week, you should worry about just having low body fat, not stressing. Because here's the thing: stressing about all that carbs and fat is gonna take more enjoyment out of your life than it would be just to worry about protein and calories, hit your lift, and go about with your life. I find it just adds unnecessary stress. And here's the thing: if you're trying to space each meal out and do protein, carbs, fats for lunch and breakfast, and then lunch and then dinner, and it's like, what if you just want to go out to eat and not worry about it? Well, then you have your whole day's messed up and your macros. You have to I think it's just kind of silly. And I found that the best way to consistently long-term enjoy the way that you look while enjoying the food you eat is worrying about your protein, and then after you hit your protein, you can have whatever you want as long as you stay under your calories. And that to me has been the most effective solution I found for myself and the people that I work with, my clients. If you're somebody who's tired with the bullshit and you're ready to lose weight and get healthy without restricting your life, right? The program I have is, hey, help you lose 20, 50 pounds or more while still drinking beer, still having dessert, still enjoying the food you love. We use this nutritional method. You hit your protein, worry about your calories. I'll calculate your calories for your protein, give you a workout program that's not going to kill you, 60 minutes a week. Okay, worry about losing weight the right way and keeping it off. Because it doesn't matter how you lose it, it matters how you keep it off. And if we start the program with the way that we're also going to keep it off, you never have to stop. And it doesn't turn into a program, it turns into a system that you can take. Instead of, I want to hit my goal with the program, it turns into a system that allows you to elevate your standards in a way that you never fall below again. And that's the goal. I want to elevate your standards. I want to elevate the person you are, the way that you feel. You look at yourself in the mirror. I want you to look in that mirror and love the person you see. I want you to love the body you have. And I want you to be able to show it for yourself, your family, your future, your career, your businesses. And I want to hold you to a standard that you're not holding yourself to and elevate that for you. And I want to help you be the best version of yourself. And you're ready. Let's book a call. Follow me on Instagram or book a call with me. Let's chat. Let's talk it up. Let's see if what I do, we can have that interview, see if what I do is a fit for you, see if I can help. Okay, and if I can, we'll walk through the entire process and we'll see if we want to move forward or not. Okay, have an amazing day. Let's get it. I believe in you. I'm rooting for you. And let's go, man.